Chapter 2. Jesus and his disciples. The names of the 12 disciples were Simon, who was called Peter, Andrew and his brothers, James and John, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew, James, Lebbaeus, Simon, Philip the Canaanite, and Judas. Jesus told his disciples that he would make them fishers of men and was preparing them for a great work. Jesus advanced his 12 disciples to the degree and dignity of apostles. These disciples or apostles were commissioned by Jesus to preach the gospel, carrying the good news everywhere, and to perform miracles, for example, healing the sick. They were also given the power to cleanse the lepers and to raise the dead. An apostle is a messenger or an angel for Christ, sent out to be an ambassador for the kingdom.
Let's be real. Homeschooling isn't easy. So how does
What was that? An apostle is a messenger or an angel for Christ, sent out to be an ambassador for the kingdom. Jesus chose 12 disciples to refer to the number of the tribes of Israel and the sons of Jacob that were the patriarchs of those tribes. The 12 apostles were also appointed to be the fathers of another Israel, and by their doctrine they were to judge the 12 tribes of Israel. The 12 disciples also signify the 12 stars that made up the church and 12 foundation of the New Jerusalem. Peter was named first because he was called first, and Judas was named last. Judging from the events that took place pertaining to Judas, I guess you could see why. Judas ended up with a black stain attached to his name to this present date. The apostles were to be itinerant preachers. Itinerant definition. Traveling from place to place. The apostles were to be itinerant preachers wherever they went to proclaim the beginning of the gospel. They were also obligated to let persons know that the kingdom of the Messiah, who is the Lord from heaven, is to be set up according to the scriptures. The disciples were to first preach that men must repent from all their sins, and the wages of sin is still death. They were also guided to preach to persons that they must receive the doctrine of Jesus Christ and submit to his yoke. Jesus started to hint to his disciples of his upcoming sufferings by telling them that this temple shall be destroyed. He also spoke to them about the Son of Man being lifted up, and also the eating of his flesh and the drinking of his blood. Jesus teaches that where there is life, there is hope, and death cannot keep us in the ground. Christ, having shown his disciples that he must suffer and was ready and willing to suffer, showed them that they would one day suffer as well. Jesus did not have to die. He laid down his own life for us. It is as Christ said, "If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." Jesus, and he goes on to say that whoever will save his life shall lose it, and whoever will save his life for my sake shall find it. All of Jesus' disciples denied themselves at that time. It was a fundamental law in order to be admitted into Jesus Christ's school. We must absolutely deny ourselves and not admire our own shadow or gratify in our own humor. We must not lean to our own understanding, nor seek our own things, nor be our own end. We must also deny ourselves for Christ and His glory and to the appetites of our own body. For the benefit of our soul, we must also be willing to die for Christ just as He died for us. And in doing this, we should have no problem with our examining at the judgment. Jesus, before dying, gave us the power to accomplish everything that He did. In order to work miracles, you would need power. And in order to receive power, your life would have to be totally sold out to the Lord. Stay committed to the Lord, and He will direct your path. Matthew chapter 10, verse 1 to 14. And when He called on to them His 12 disciples, He gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manners of sickness and all manner of disease. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these: the first, Simon, who was called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed Him. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, and raise the dead. Cast out devils, freely ye have received, freely give. Provide neither gold, nor silver, nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your own journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into an house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet.